Today on Hoopty Doodle's Goldwing bobber build, we're relocating a brake fluid reservoir and fabricating a license plate holder. Alright, so this brake fluid reservoir used to sit up here, but we cut that off to accommodate this beautiful new seat bracket. Now I need to relocate this reservoir somewhere down in here. So in order to do that, I need to drain the fluid out of here so that I can detach this from the hose and then put it where I want it. Then we'll come back and cut the hose to fit the new location of the reservoir. Alright, so I'm thinking we want to stick this guy right about here. Alright, so it'll sit kind of sort of like that. So I've got this guy welded on here. I put some primer on it. Now I'm going to go ahead and put this guy back on here, and we'll cut the hose to fit this thing. Alright, so there's that guy. Our hose is right here. I need to cut it right about there. Now I'm working on this bracket right here. So this is where the passenger foot peg used to bolt in, and I'm going to utilize that for my license plate bracket. Basically I'm going to make a little bracket that goes down here, bolts into that thing, and then comes up, attaches to this guy right here, and then off of here comes the license plate. Alright, so regulations, at least in this state, are that the license plate has to be mounted 12 to 48 inches off the ground. So 12 inches is right about there. The mounting bracket, if I put it right about here, I should be plenty safe right there, so I don't have to make too long of a stretch from here to here to get that little bracket on there. So what I've got some angle iron that we've got lying around from some other project thing, and so I'm going to use that to go on here. Alright, so we've got our angle iron cut out here. The plan is for this guy to go on here. This will sit up here like so. And then down here we need to drill a hole though first. This is our bolt that previously held on the passenger foot peg. So we need something of that diameter to drill it out. That guy, we need this guy to punch a little spot there so that the drill doesn't wander all over. To do that, I want this guy to be about 1/4 of an inch from the bottom. The bolt fits in there lovely, everybody's happy. So now if we go ahead and actually bolt this guy on here, you start to get an idea. This is a little too wobbly, and I think it's because the bolt only goes in so far. I'm going to actually have to add on a little piece of material on add some washers on there, I guess, something like that, in order to make this thing sit properly. But not only that, in order to keep it from doing this thing, I also need to add on a little piece here, because you can see there's actually a slot right there. The foot peg has a little nub or whatever that goes in that slot, and then, so when you bolt this in, it keeps this movement from happening. Everything is more secure because it's in 2 spots. So I need to make a little nub that comes off of here and goes into that slot. So I happen to have this piece that I cut off from the swing arm that used to hold the shock mount. It used to be the shock mount. The hole on here is the perfect size. It has enough material on here that I could theoretically make this work. I just need to measure out precisely and bend this thing precisely, and that bend part is the key thing here. I'm not entirely confident I can do that, or at least do that accurately. From the hole to where the little nub is exactly 3/8 of an inch. I'm gonna try and carve this out a little bit and actually make such a bend on here. We'll see how close I can get. close, but it might not be close enough. The hole is just a little bit that way. Let's see if I can still make it work. Here's my little nub, see if it fits. Ooh, that might work. That will work. Got all of our individual components here. We've got the little washer / nub thing. We've got our little angle iron and we've got our bolt. And I'm going to put all these together and tighten things down on here. And then we're going to weld it. Alright, so there's that guy. That is one step of the puzzle. We got our little nub there that works just fine. Put that in, it automatically has this level now, which is a wonderful thing. So now our next step is just to figure out how we're going to mount the rest of the bracket, the actual license plate bracket, onto this guy. Alright, I've got my brackets here ready to weld together, and I've got this big gap here, which in order to maintain that gap, I've got a piece of wood that is just the perfect little size to fit in there and help, not only that, but help align everything up. So I'm going to clamp it in the vise in this piece of wood. That's my plan, and then we'll put some tack welds on here, and we'll weld up this side. Thanks for watching, everybody. Keep on wrenching, and we'll see you next time.